he's sending out a tweet right in real time as soon as as soon as DeMar gets injured, right? It gets hurt and he's on the field laying out there. And essentially, he's asking, okay, is the NFL going to continue this game? He's wondering, excuse me, is the NFL going to continue this game? What are the options for them? What are they going to do? And then, everybody comes, NFL players, NBA players, the sports world, entertainment world, everybody comes out, and they're saying how insensitive he is. He needs to be fired. I mean, whatever you could think of, they're tweeting at him. They're saying it. The next working day for those guys at Fox Sports, Undisputed, Shannon Sharp doesn't show up, at all.
For their show together.
So Skip is there manning the entire show by himself, which was a weird thing to see. And so the next day, which is today, Shannon shows up to work, and he's starting out saying, "Hey, I want to address the rumors on why I missed today." He started off by saying it as if he didn't miss yesterday because of the tweet. But he just, I don't know, he just like, I want to address, the rumors on why I wasn't here, and Skip's tweet, that's exactly what his words. And then he says, and he's going on to address it. And in the middle of that, he's saying, he's telling Skip, hey, the I don't know if he used the word supervisors or managers or whatever the case may be, but he's like, hey, I know that they reached out to you and asked you to take it down or address your comments or whatever. And Skip's like, no, nobody called me, nobody texted me to tell me. And as Will Lee pointed out, the show the day before, he says, hey, yeah, they called me. It was like, I need to address and kind of tone down my comments or further explain or what happened. The thing about it is these sports talk shows, right? And the thing about the outrage, I made a post on Facebook saying fake outrage on Skip Bayless. Here goes the thing. Skip Bayless is the top man in his industry and has been for the last 15, 20 years. This is, I don't know, top 50 of craziest, like tough or bad or inconsiderate things he has said about a person. It doesn't even crack his top 5. And his audience has only grown. His biggest ratings come a day after he has said these things, and I don't know if it's America. I don't know if I don't want to say we're so dumb that we don't understand.
I'll say it,
but
I'll say it 100%.
You can't continue to say you don't like a person and you hate a person and you want this person to be fired, but continue to watch this person. Continue to watch his tweets. I didn't even know he tweeted that. I don't follow Skip Bayless.
Yeah, I don't follow him at all.
If it wasn't for Facebook and and people saying, I'm like, oh, what is Skip doing now? If you don't watch him, if you don't retweet him, if you don't follow him on IG, then
he doesn't fucking matter.
He fades away.
I said this about Trump.
Yeah.
I said the fact that every newscast during his whole fucking fake presidency talked about him every day,
every single
ad nauseum, it gives him what he wants in that regard. And Skip Bayless's career is predicated on being an obnoxious little dickhead. Mm-hmm. He's not an athlete. He's not a former player. He doesn't really have the respect of anybody that ever played the game. And he's always been a bad hot take guy. And his whole career is based on saying, hot take, sort of borderline outlandish, sometimes inappropriate stuff to create a buzz. Yeah. And it's all, any attention is good attention in his book. And he's built a 25, 30-year career on this.
Yeah.
Because we as people are fucking stupid enough to give a shit.
Yeah.
And we are.
We are.
It's ridiculous. I mean, we do this show.
Yeah.
And we've kind of discussed, it's like, yeah, a lot of times these podcasts and other shows, they do great when the two hosts come on and argue about stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Or they just say outlandish things. And it's like, I don't want to exist in that space. I want to have quality discourse and believe in what I'm saying. And Skip Bayless gave that up long ago.
Yeah.
I mean, really, really has never valued it.
No.
And his whole career is based on this dynamic. So, what he said, then what he said on the show by himself, and then lying about it the next day, that's completely on brand for Skip Bayless.
what else is new is my thing.
Yeah.
Is you know, the thing is, we love, yeah, we love, whether you agree with it or not, the people that watch these shows, we love it when guys do that, right? That's what keeps us watching. That's what keeps us entertained. There's a reason why Skip Bayless makes $6-7 million a year doing this, and it, whether you agree to it or not, if you watch these sports shows, you like Skip Bayless. It's just is what it is. Because
even if you don't think you like
right,
him, you are building his brand.
Yes.
You are enhancing his value.
That's a better way to put it.
And I mean, and there's there was a Howard Stern movie years ago, and one of the scenes in the movie, and it was, I never forget it. Howard Stern came on the radio in New York, and he was saying outlandish stuff and doing crazy sexual stuff on the air. And it was everyone was completely bent out of shape. It was kind of unprecedented at the time. And then the numbers were coming in. And it's like, I remember there's one scene, and this guy's like, people that love Howard Stern listen to the show for an average of 26 minutes and 32 seconds a day. Listeners that hate Howard Stern listen for 42 minutes and 17 seconds. And that was what it was. Yeah. The people that hated him or said that they hated him ended up tuning in for longer than the people that openly said they liked him.
Yeah.
They're waiting for the next thing that he's going to say. They're waiting for the controversy. Now, where we are now in social media, it's magnified, it's exemplified, because, again, I don't watch Skip Bayless' show at all. Never cared for him, think he's a bum. But when I go on social media, if he says anything at all, there's 100 or 1,000 outlets that are going to retweet, share the clip. Because why? Because it gets them views, and it increases their band just by showing something dumb that he said.
Yeah.
And again, it cycles back to him. He's out there. Everybody's sharing his content. And like you said, the next day after he says something stupid, people are, whoa, what's going to happen?
Yeah, what's going to happen?
And it's not a coincidence that his co-host, maybe not for long, is a black former athlete, the opposite of what he is.
Yeah.
And there's this, and again, it was really strong in this situation. There's always this, almost like, is Shannon going to make him accountable for this? I can yell into my Twitter account or whatever and think he's an asshole, but there's no impact.
Yeah.
But we know on this next day, like, he's going to have to sit across the table from Shannon.
Yeah. What's
Shannon going to say? And that's what we're waiting for. And so Shannon skipped Tuesday, came today, and it was a very awkward, confrontational, situation. But again, I mean, that clip from today, the first couple minutes of the show, how many outlets have run that? How many people have shared it and done this other thing? And you want to cancel Skip Bayless? Stop watching his fucking show.
That's it.
Stop retweeting anything that he does.
That's it.
Stop sharing his content. Make him a tree falling in the forest, and he dies.
Yes, that's it.
That's it.
Plain
Cut
and
him
simple.
off.
Cut
him off.
Really that simple, man.
Yeah.
I never thought it was that difficult. And for me, Skip is not an issue for me because I know what he's doing it for. I mean, I wanted to be in this business, and I know the more successful ones, I know what they have to do. I mean, the Stephen A. Smiths, although a lot of people, don't like a lot of things that he says, but he's extremely hardworking. And he knows exactly what the people is going to get the people going. The Dallas Cowboy stitch that he has, or whatever you want to call it, he's just doing that because the people are going to, as soon as the Cowboys lose, they're going to watch the show the next day just to see what Stephen A. Smith. If they win, they're going to watch the show the next day. He has them he just has them right there where he wants them.
Exactly.
And it's great. It's great for him, great for television. That's why he's the highest paid now. He's actually overcome Skip with his most recent contract that he landed last year. And there's a reason for that. These guys are earning this money. They have your attention, and your attention is not going anywhere because they figured it out. They figured it out, and maybe, like we're saying, maybe it's not a difficult arithmetic problem.
It's not.
It's just we're dumb as shit. Maybe that's just the answer.
Well, yeah, because you do, like, again, you do that thing. channeled in. If the Cowboys win, we're going to expect something from it. If the Cowboys lose, we're going to expect something else. But we're there to see it.
We're there to see it.
You know, and as long as you're part of those sheep, these guys continue to make money.
And also, I don't think race is a part of this. I don't think Skip Bayless is racist, and I don't think Stephen A. Smith doesn't care about his people. I think those two are the biggest misconceptions about this.
I don't know about. I mean, there's again, Will's highlighted a number of things that Skip is. I don't think race played a basis in this particular story that he's catching heat for now for the Darwin thing. But again, he's kind of has this history of, you know, his commentating on white and black athletes being pretty different.
No, that's not true.
You don't think it's true at all?
No, it's not true at all.
Okay.
When you have a 30-year career of doing this, you're talking about 1,000 different athletes. So don't give me 4 or 5 different athletes that he talks bad about. We'll hit Skip Bayless like Stephen A. Smith thing is the Dallas Cowboys. Skip Bayless thing is LeBron James. He doesn't think LeBron James is whatever, right?
Right.
And he pounds that every week. How many ever weeks it is in a year? A week doesn't go by where he talks bad about LeBron James over the past since he's been a rookie in the league.
Right.
And I'm sure Will doesn't like that, right?
No, I understand that like that.
He's going to battle. Now, but Skip Bayless has black athletes that he thinks the world of. He talks about them all the time. Kevin Durant, the Michael Jordans, you know what I mean? Michael Vicks and whatever. He goes on and on. He talks about those guys. But he also loves Brady and Brett Favre and whatever. So it's and also he's what, a 75-year-old white man or something? I don't think it's racist. A part of it is the times he grew up in, and a part of it is I think he just knows, like he's an antagonist of LeBron James. That's going to get the people going. LeBron James, if he comes out and he scores 40 points and 12 rebounds and 8 assists, he's going to point out, hey, he was 2 for 10 from the free throw line. Jordan will never do that. He's not good. He's sorry. Yeah. And that's his stick.
I get the LeBron James
I didn't see
thing.
Will's post, so I would be.
He highlighted some other instances of how he's, and not just LeBron. He highlighted some other athletes that he's sort of consistently been less than fair with, and then again how he's almost like bent over backwards for guys like Tom Brady. And to me, when I look at it, I look at exactly the last thing you said. He's a 70-year-old white guy.
Yeah.
But that doesn't absolve him if he's expressing racist tendencies.
But he's not. I don't think that. In my opinion, he's not.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that he's not.
I'll be the first motherfucker to stand up and say somebody is racist if I feel that way. I just don't. Yeah. And the same thing with Stephen A. Smith. I think with that, his contributions to HBCU and putting them on ESPN a lot, I just don't agree with people and who says that. Now, it's tough to be in that situation when you're trying to get the bag. And also, I put myself in a situation of, like I said, man, if there was a recipe to be had in an avenue for me to get there, I'd probably take the same road, man. These guys are fucking, you can say what you want to say, but these guys, Stephen A. Smith is what? He's making like $8 to $10 million a year. He's making more than some of the athletes, a lot of the athletes that he's talking about on a daily basis, just to fucking talk sports. Just to yell on a microphone every day. Like, you know what I mean? Like you got to think about that too. So, they're trying to recreate ways to get the people going every single day. And it has to be new. You got to come up with a couple new wrinkles here and there. And that's going to ruffle some feathers. And that's going to put a lot of more dollars in your account because more people are going to watch. It's not on them. I think it's on the people. It's not. I think it's not their fault. It's the people's fault. It's the audience fault.
I agree with you on the people need to be held accountable for the success of these people. And it's not just limited to these guys. I mean, like, what is the lifeblood of the Kardashians?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
stupid,
you can go to
people.
You can go to a lot of different genres.
I mean, just the whole, like, I'm a big aristocracy of talent guy.
Yeah.
I watch sports. I listen to music. I watch movies. I'm looking for greatness.
Yeah.
For something exceptional to jump off the screen or the field or whatever and make me feel as if I'm glad I'm here to see this. That's what I'm all about in this lane. I don't care about like the peripheral stuff. I don't watch these other shows with any consistency. And I generally carry a resentment towards people that establish like an outside celebrity without any legitimate talent.
Mm.
That bothers the fuck out of me. It really does.
Yeah.
I mean, it drives me insane because at the end of the day, it's really just finding a formula
Yeah.
that triggers the unwashed masses.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
And if that's your only talent, I just don't respect that.
Yeah.
And I just don't care for it. So, I mean, my thing, I ignore these guys. I
Yeah.
don't give two shits.